Hello, this is College Prep Reading Comprehension Practice Test 1. And you have the worksheet for this, Reading Comprehension Practice Test 1. And you had to read certain passages and select the answer that's close to the meaning of a particular word in a paragraph. Now, I have the exercise here, and I want you to read through it and mark it on your sheet for those questions that you may have had incorrect. And then you need to go back through it after this session and make sure you understand why the answer was chosen. So I will keep the screen up so you can go over the exercises, and we'll go through from 1 through 28. I'm sorry, 1 through 24. And then we have, I think, 4 passages. Just to give you an example, the first one had a passage there, and the sentence, the 16th century was an age of great blank exploration. Okay, in the paragraph, they use terrestrial exploration right here. And you were to determine which of those choices terrestrial meant. And it was land. And so your answer is number 2. Now, when you find these words, and if you don't know the meaning, use your dictionary to look up the meaning. This is a way of building your vocabulary, and it will improve your writing. So you do the same thing on each of these questions. And I'll just leave this screen up long enough for you to go through each exercise number, and then I'll go to the next screen. Let's go to the next screen. Starting with number 7. And 7 completes that first passage. And then 8 through 14 is the next passage. So the completion of the first passage, number 7. And notice that what you're looking at here is meridian. Those who remain cross the meridian, now known as the international date line. In the early spring of 1521, after 98 days on the Pacific Ocean. That's where you have your answer. So, what are meridians? Meridians are imaginary geographic circles intersecting the poles. So that choice is number 1. That completes the first passage, and now the next 8 through 14 questions, number 8 through 14, concerns the second passage, which is about the Curies, husband and wife scientists who found secrets to the atom. Number 8, the word you're looking for is amicable. What does that mean? If you don't know the meaning, look it up. It means friendly. So your choice is number 1. I'll give you a chance to look at the screen before we go to the next screen, which will be 13 through, yes, 13 through 14, the second paragraph. And then we have questions for the third passage. Okay, let's go to our next screen. Note questions 13, 14 completes that second passage, which was about the Curies. So look at 13 and 14. Did you choose the correct answer? If not, look at the answer and know why that is in both 13 and 14, why the numbers chosen are the best choices. Notice questions 15 through 19 refer to the third passage, and you see 15, 16, and 17. And on the next screen, you'll see 18 and 19. 15, the underlined word. Notice the key word is underlined in all cases, all the paragraphs involved here. And that's coagulated. Coagulated definition means solid. Next one, number 16, buoyant. That's the word underlined. What does buoyant means? Means able to float. Seventeen, what does a zoologist do? Dissects an animal specimen. What does dissect mean? When you dissect something, you are cutting it apart. The next screen will have 18 and 19 that will complete the third passage. So let's go to the next screen. And you see 18 and 19. And then we'll start the last passage, which has questions 20 through 24. And we have 20 through 22 here. And on the last screen, we'll have the 23 and 24. Look at number 18. What do you think meteorologists do? Meteorologists, scientists who study atmospheric conditions. What kind of water do the scientists use to wash away the volcanic ash? Distilled water. Distilled water is purified water. Okay. Sometimes we buy distilled water and use it for drinking or for cooking. The fourth passage, questions 20 through 24. We have 20, 21, 22. And the last screen will have the last two sentences, 23 and 24. What is the underlined word here in 20? Supremacy. Make sure you read the whole sentence. And what does supremacy mean? Unlimited power. As I said before, if you don't know the meaning of these words, look them up. That's what your dictionary is for. And you could use a dictionary online if you have a copy of one, paper copy, you can use that. But the online has a dictionary that you can look up words. 21, what is the underlined word? Robust. What do you think robust means? If you don't know the meaning, as I said, look it up. Robust means strong. So you had 19,000 strong soldiers and 9,000 sailors. Number 22, the underlined word is martial. What does martial mean? Martial, armada. Armada was the ship. Martial means warlike. Let's go to the last screen, which would have questions 23 and 24, and that will complete the last passage, which is the fourth passage. 23 and 24. What do you see the underlined word in 23? Vulnerable. What do you think vulnerable means when somebody is vulnerable? Open to attack. Unprotected. And the last sentence, their motto was what? What goes in the blank here on one side? If you look in the sixth paragraph, fourth sentence, blocked on one side, the Spanish ships could only drift away. Now, if they're blocked, that means they are closed off. Okay, that is the end of our college prep reading comprehension number 1. And thank you for sharing this. And we will also put one up for college prep reading comprehension number 2. But make sure you go through these exercises, especially the ones you may have missed, and that you understand why the answer was chosen. Thank you, and I will see you in the next session.